We're going to do a very simple thing together called giving your pelvis an identity. So we're going to identify some very basic movements that our pelvis does throughout our day. And we're kind of looking for blind spots. We're kind of looking for areas or sides that aren't as easy to move into. This gives us some great information for how we can start to wake up that body part so it can become a natural part of our everyday movement. So we're going to start by being on all fours and finding our tailbone. An easy way to find your tailbone first is to find your sits bone. So just place your hands on your bottom, lean forward. The bones that pop out into your hands are your sits bones. In between them, where the crease in your bottom starts, is your tailbone. It's usually much lower than you think it is. I want to spend a moment here just sort of tapping it, rubbing it, just waking it up, starting to have that brain and body part or muscle connection a little bit brighter, a little bit easier to access. Now that you've done that, come onto all fours, and I simply want you to take that tailbone and bring it forward to your pubic bone. Nod it forward, wag it forward, and toss it away. Try to keep your upper body still. This is about isolating your pelvis. You may see some movement in your upper body, and that's okay, but really make this about your tailbone, that area you just tapped. So when you bring it up towards your pubic bone, that's called tucking. When you wave it back, that's called untucking. Go through that about 10 more times when we finish this video today, exploring tucking and untucking. By the way, the entire time, keep your arms active. I don't want you just collapsing into your body. Keep an active upper body as you explore your pelvis. I then want you to feel your sticky outie bones in the front of your pelvis. We're going to be isolating them next. We're actually going to kick them up towards our shoulder on one side and then the other side. So come back onto all fours. Bring that right side up towards your shoulder. It looks a little bit like a rotation. And then bring your left side up. So it's called hip hiking, and it's a rotation movement. So bringing it up towards that shoulder and then the other side, and do that about 10 times once you've turned off the video. Join me on your back now. We're going to do those same movements. I want you this time to pretend like you have a bowl of soup on your pubic bone, and I want you to spill that soup forward towards your feet. I want you to come back and spill your soup up towards your shoulders. That's called tucking. And when you spill that soup forward towards your ankles, untucking. Back and forth a little bit more between tucking and untucking, spilling that soup. Now let's do that hip hiking thing that we just did. So take one side, feel those bones, bring it up towards your shoulder, drop it back down. Same thing on the right side, bring that hip bone up and drop it back down. Just noticing, paying attention to, is there a position this feels easier in your body to do? Is there a side that feels easier in your body to do? It's all about waking up your brain's ability to connect to a muscle and connect to a body part so it can automatically become part of your everyday spontaneous movement patterns. Thank you.